Ah. Oh, man. Goodness me. What's going on? Wait. Why don't Phil make... What is this trolling? Why are you trolling me, Phil? Why are you doing this to me, bro? One hour starting soon. Well, listen. I lied. Only half an hour. Okay. It's time for the final Scuffed stream. We're logging in. Guild Wars 2 balance devs don't play their own game. You know, actually, let's actually have a little bit of a spicy open today's stream, guys. I will make a confession to all of you. I actually got quite triggered reading the Guild Wars 2 forums yesterday. And I'll admit this, I turned off the stream and look, I can't believe I'm saying this, I'm going to say it. I was in the gym today seriously thinking about making a video defending the Guild Wars 2 balance devs. I'm serious, by the way, because I actually really like those guys. I like Trig, CMC, and Roy a lot, although Roy, I think, is not strictly on the skills team. I imagine he does give some information specifically about World vs. World, but, you know, the public-facing skills team is Trig and CMC, right? And here's my problem. I cannot believe how much misinformation is posted about balance changes on the Reddit, on forums. And I'm not gonna lie, guys, I admit it. It has actually triggered me a little bit. I am mad. I'm actually annoyed. I've seen people claiming that Willbender was barely nerfed in World vs. World, which that's just misinformation. There's no other way of putting it. They actually hit it pretty damn hard with the cooldown increase to the F3, the removal of the second charge of the F2, and of course they did some cooldown increases as well, I think. Although those might have been only in PvP, but they actually did nerf it quite a lot. But yeah, no, the Guild Wars 2 forums did actually kill my dog and assault my wife. That's true, that did happen. And I'll admit it has annoyed me. I am triggered. And there you go, that's it. You had a balance Discord, you're biased. I mean, that is true. Like, you know, it's really annoying. I feel like making a video defending the devs will be impossible here because people are just not going to listen, but it is what it is. Yeah. But look, we have to stop the misinformation, guys. The misinformation has to be shut down. And if I have to make a global cabal to make that happen, then I guess so be it. Yeah. And the race world's first cartel? Yeah. In fact, guys, I'm such a big part of the Race to World's First Cartel, I actually had the date moved to the worst possible time for me. Yeah. So I'm really in on that. Honestly, I wish a couple more Reddit posts had been made and maybe they would have rolled back that decision. I don't know. Oh, man, that's funny. I don't know the solution to stopping misinformation, even beyond gays will love hearing what they want to hear. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how to win. I don't understand how I can win when someone says, well, they didn't nerf Willbender very much. But, you know, they very clearly did. You know, it's right there. It's really not complicated. I don't know what to tell you. Oh, man, it's funny. Yeah. It's game over. Well, we're already in SMC. This is big. That is big. Wait, what is... I'm on the wrong build. Dude, I think... Wait, what is this? I guess this is fine, though, actually. Didn't really want to be on Reaper, but... I guess that works. Yeah. It's like a PvP build. We're playing PvP right now, guys. Except we've got Dagger Torch on for some reason. Yeah. Pretty tragic and funny at the same time. Well, I mean, look. I don't even know what to say about this, really. This was a massive troll move by ArenaNet, to be honest. It's actually an extremely troll move. I mean, this is just where you need a community manager. Look, let's actually not be silly about this and give, like, actual constructive criticism. I think ArenaNet just really need to have a very forward-facing community manager. ArenaNet have expressed that they really liked the Ceres race, right? They really enjoyed that. Awesome. They even expressed with Ura CM that they want this to be another Race to World's First style event. And look, here's a little bit of a tip here, guys, for the ArenaNet devs out there. If you want to have an event, it's pretty important that the people participating in the event know the date. And yeah, we didn't know that. And obviously that's, you know, that's a bit of a rough one. You know, yeah, you hate to see that, guys. You really hate to see that one. Unlucky. A little bit of a fumble there. Just a little fumble. Everyone plan based on the Wizards Vault timer. Well, here's the thing, though, Areki. Like, that's obviously true, but ArenaNet should know that, right? ArenaNet should know that players do that, because there's been, like, massive posts of people saying, oh, look, this is when the next patch is coming. Like, whenever they do a new Wizards Vault, they go, oh, here's the timer. It's in 100 days. It's in 90 days. ArenaNet know this, that people do this. So you have to, you know, kind of, you have to, you know, you have to communicate around that information. Like, they are aware of this. And look, also the other thing, like, realistically, ArenaNet probably knew the date was going to be delayed, because, I mean, look, they're the studio making the game, right? They probably know what's going on, right? So they should have communicated this. Like, I don't know what to tell you. It's scuffed. Yeah. Yeah, that is actually a good point. There's a design. Technically speaking, we still don't know if the date is the date. We actually, it might be later. It might, I mean, I don't think it can be earlier, because I think that's not really how it works. But, you know, maybe it gets delayed again. We don't know. We don't have the critical information. We're clueless. Oh, that's funny. Ah, the A's. Glorp, tier 1 sub. Excellent choice. Yeah. Well, got delayed the next patch. Yeah, got delayed by 2 weeks, according to the Wizards Vault timer. Kind of feels bad. Why bother getting a sim for a low prior game? To kind of put that in, I think that's a very negative framing, and I look, for what it's worth, I do agree with you, but let's try to kind of, like, frame it in a better way. I think that it's a bit weird that ArenaNet want the players to care about the CM races, but you have to, like, you need to give players the ability to do that, right? Like, if you want there to be a Race to Worlds First, you have to enable the player base to participate, right? Like, you have to, ArenaNet have to allow players to care about it. You have to allow them room to be able to care about this. And it's a huge misplay. It's just a massive misplay by ArenaNet, obviously. It is what it is. Yeah. You hate to see that. But yeah, we need the ArenaNet communication arc. Look, they don't even have to have the communicator. Just get Roy on stream and he can do it. It's not that complicated. Yeah. Twitch censored you? I think it just sent the message, though. Is that daily streamer, Mighty T4? It is, yeah. We've actually... Look, we've been daily streaming for like 33 days now or something like that. Some of them have been a little bit scuffed, I will grant you that, but I'm working on that. This is probably... hopefully the last scuffed stream. I've mostly recovered now after playing WoW Classic like 12 hours a day for a month or so we're in business. How you doing? We're doing all right. We've got a lot of things cooking. Guys. Motor 3 announcement coming soon. Then I have to milk you guys for gold, like, for the last year, so make it good. Like, hand it all over. Yeah. The fake death was the funniest thing ever. Yeah, that was pretty good content. You know, like, I'll pat myself on the back for that one. That was pretty good. Minion relics? I mean, look, minion relics. That's big. That's going to be meta. Not playing God, did you die? No, I didn't. I'm still alive. In fact, I might end up making it into one of the next raids because like, a bunch of healers have died. So that kind of bodes well for me. Ha ha ha. Looking good. Fake death. Well, basically what happened is I had a power outage when I was playing WoW Hardcore. And I thought I was dead. I thought I was like turbo dead. No way out of that. I just basically started attacking an enemy. And I assumed that when I logged back into the game, I would be dead, right? Because, like, you don't, you know, when you disconnect, you don't, like, leave the game instantly. That would obviously be very abusable. You leave the game after 20 seconds. So I thought I was done for. But by some, like, miracle, I actually survived the disconnect, even though I was in combat for a good chunk of time. And I decided to troll my viewers. Okay, by pretending to have died. And I got him good. My acting skills were on point. What's Motor 3? Motor 3 is a PvP tournament run by me. Hey, Larry. How you doing? What are your odds of survival in the raid? I am a little bit scared. After watching the first Molten Core and Onyxia, honestly, it could be back to Durotar. I am very, very fucking scared. Because I think the performance, I was expecting it to be a little cleaner than that. I wasn't really expecting any deaths, actually, but there were quite a lot. It was a fiesta. Big. Banana pizza. That is interesting. I can't say I've ever had anything like that. How would World vs. World feel if there was no map or team chat? Only say chat. I think that'd be extremely funny. That would be content. I mean, like, that's like a fun bonus weekend right there, I think. Were the deaths justified or lack of knowledge overall? I mean, they were mistakes, yeah. Like, I think all of the deaths were entirely preventable, so yes. But I mean, they were... wasn't ideal. Could say chat with enemies? Yeah, maybe. Incredible. New players dying or veterans as well? I think it was a mixture, right? Like, some people who have obviously played a fair bit got killed, and also some people who were new. But the thing is, it's not necessarily the person who died's fault, right? Like, you know, it's a team effort. World vs. World would be based if you could say chat with enemies. I mean, that would be good content. I mean, you kind of can, because you can communicate with people on the other team, but it's a little bit awkward, so people don't tend to do it that often. What should I spend my wizard coins on? I guess I should, do I even want this? The build storage expansion? I guess I might as well. I don't really ever use them, though. I think the upgrade extractors are pretty good. But I don't really use them either. But I guess I could get them. Salvage kits? The gold find? So many choices. The obsidian shards. I'll buy this thing. Probably like the highest amount of practicality attached to them. Yeah. Gold for motor. Look, I'm already going to be using all of my gold for that anyway. This is the last motor before you leave Guild Wars 2 forever. So when I've done tournaments, there's always been kind of like the expectation that there'll be another one after that. This is like the end of that, pretty much. Like, am I ruling out that I'll ever do a tournament ever again in Guild Wars 2? No, I think that would be foolish, right? I don't think making such a like a final statement would make a lot of sense, especially because I really like, even if I don't play the game, I still like tournaments, right? Like, I like competitive gaming, even if I'm not even playing Guild Wars 2. It's something that I'd still have fun doing, I think. But it will be like, yeah, there will be no expectation of doing another one, if that makes any sense, right? There will be like there's not going to be the implication of a Motor 4 after Motor 3. Yeah. Motor's still happening? Oh, yeah, it is. I obviously got a little bit waylaid with, like, the worms took a while to get back to me on when they could actually play. They got back to me. Goku confirmed that they were available. I will actually not misrepresent him. Yeah, like a week ago, the worms confirmed their availability. So, I was just waiting on that pretty much. And then we can just really move forwards now. This mode exists because it's being bankrolled. That actually is correct. Well, that's not necessarily true. Like, a big part of it existing is because I'm able to actually do it in the way that I want, right? Like, this motor exists because basically Falco is essentially bankrolling the production and contributing a lot of that cash to actually making this tournament exist, and that's allowing me to kind of deliver on my vision for what I want the tournament to be, pretty much. Boom. And it will be glorious. What do they mean by leaving? Are you quitting? At the end of the year, I'm going to stop streaming Guild Wars 2 outside of patches. The Nudge Meme cache helped as well, I guess. Missed that guy? Dude, we need Nudge Meme back more than ever. Okay? Like, Nudge Meme being gone, it's over. Honestly, no point in even fucking streaming without Nudge Meme, dude. Which tour will have the saddest credits? We're not doing sad credits. We're doing it's happy ending time. Okay, it's no sad credits. ERP3 had sad credits because it was sad. These tournaments are not going to be sad. Gachi credits. Get me out of here. Goodbye. What are you going to stream then? Probably World of Warcraft. I don't know why is there never any music in EB? They need to fix this. Like, they actually do. This is my #1 quality of life request. ArenaNet. Make it so music actually plays. It's weird. It's weird having no music, guys. It's disturbing me. I don't like it. I don't like it. It displeases me. Ah, Delta, Tier 1, Aboba. Love to see that. The world, yeah, they honestly did. If they did a World vs. World music revamp, that would actually be incredibly hype. They should do that. What the hell is this? Look at this Scuffed volcano popping up here. Shout out to YouTube, by the way. Shout out to Troy Marshall, who chats more in YouTube chat more than literally every other YouTube chatter combined. Love to see that. We have a fungus member over here. It's a little bit harsh, Michael. Whoa, it is like a pretty big red group showing up here. It's over for us. They're getting in. You're becoming an oiler in PoE 1? Wait, like you're spending big money or what? You're whaling, or are you like earning insane gold in the game and just somehow manipulating the economy? And actually, gamers, what is up with this? Do you know what I do? Today I go, I'm going to see if there's an update on when my desk is shipping. And do you know what I see? It's delayed by another week, bro. What the hell is this? Okay. I feel like I've got trolled here, man. So I placed my order for this desk 28th November 2024, okay? And it said it will be here end of January. Like, okay, seems pretty good. It was like 25th of January or something like that. I was like, okay, that's fine. It is what it is. It's furniture. It takes a while. I get it. They got to make the desk. And then they say it's delayed by a week. It's going to come right at the start of February. I was like, okay, fine. It's not a big deal. It is what it is. It's fine. And then guess what happens? Okay, it's delayed again. And now it says anywhere between the 10th and the 17th of February. What's up with that? That's crazy. And actually, well, I mean, I guess it's not the end of the world. I don't really need the desk right now, but I was kind of hyped, right? I'm hyped for my new setup, you know? It's, I thought it was going to be pretty good, but I have to wait now. Feels bad. You honestly hate to see it. Strongly worded emails. I mean, yeah, maybe I should complain. I was like, what the hell is this? Like, why is my desk taking so long? That's crazy. Yeah. Itski's here as well. Guild Wars 2 main. Guild Wars 2 player. Hollow Smith. Buying the new graphics card. Probably not, no. I don't really need a fat GPU for the games that I play, and the 5000 series honestly looks like the looks like a generation to skip. I might pick something up if I can find something cheap at some point, but I mean, look, it's GPUs. That's not going to happen. Yeah. But oh well. Hopefully you change your opinion, but always wish you the best. I mean, my opinion will only change if the game changes, right? I like how there's an enemy guard there. Oh. Dude, this is big. There we go. Actually getting a kill. A little bit of guerrilla warfare here. Which GPU do you have currently? I have a 3070. It's a really tragic story, actually. I bought a 2080 Ti when I got a new machine. And to be fair, it actually worked for quite a while. I think it died after like 2 years, which it's not great, but I've actually had very good luck with hardware, so I really can't complain. It's actually pretty much the first time I've ever had a part failure. So I'm not going to complain about it that much. Well, that's not entirely true, actually. I had problems with the motherboard in my previous machine, but it was a notoriously scuffed type of motherboard. It was for it was back when it was really uncommon to have an 8-core CPU. So it was like the X99 architecture, which is a bit of a nightmare, and that was a bit of a problem. But it's the only time I've ever had like an actual proper, oh, this part is actually dead. Because even that motherboard, I had to like wrestle with it a little bit, and it was fine. But yeah, the 2080 Ti is the only time like a component I've had has actually just like straight up died, and just like, oh yeah, this is just broken, doesn't work anymore. And you know what really sucks, actually? It was only a couple of months out of warranty, right? How unlucky is that, huh? So I couldn't even get a new one. Or get a replacement. Get a 5090 Ti Super Titan. Yeah, that sounds like a very good investment. Sounds good. Because yeah, I don't really need a new computer right now for startup. I'm probably gonna pick up another monitor. Because one thing that I'm really looking to improve for this year is actually having a better setup to run tournaments with. Because it's probably going to be hard for you guys to imagine this, but, okay, so the way I've been running tournaments for a while is I basically have to spectate the tournament through OBS, because I've only got one monitor for the machine that runs tournaments, because like my main machine can't really run the tournaments for a variety of reasons that aren't important. But my secondary machine is the one that does that. It's only got one monitor on it, which is very annoying, actually, because it means that I don't have that much screen real estate, and it's very scuffed. I end up spectating all these raid tournaments, and it's like half of the screen. It's very awkward, but I'm going to fix that. You needed to run an AI model to play Guild Wars 2 for you. Very good investment. I mean, maybe I do. Did you reach out to the Delirious Sid Meier's Pirates guy? I haven't, but I might do when I've got a little bit of time, for sure. Because that guy is pretty interesting, I think. I'd want a computer that can run 4K without fake frames and other gimmicks. And I think even if you buy, like, the Omega computer, I think a lot of games really struggle to do that. Yeah, so that might be a little bit tricky. But, I mean, look, I'm running Guild Wars 2 in 1440p, and it is actually maxed out. 144 frames per second. I've got it locked to be limited at 144 because there's no real reasoning going above that. So, there you go. I mean, this machine could definitely run 4K, I reckon. Could do 4K on this. If I wait, oh no, I can't. I think Nvidia could force it to run in higher resolution than the game would allow, but yeah. Include making your own roaming montage. Look, I know this is going to sound like a meme, guys, but I don't particularly like roaming montages because roaming montages are basically... They're basically a montage of you beating people who are much worse than you. Like, that's... like that is the reality of roaming montages, guys, okay? And that just feels a little bit weird to me. It's like, you know, I could do, like, the sickest montage of me playing StarCraft 2 by just, like, beating up people who are, like, 1,000 MMR lower than me, but... Would I really want to do that? Like, should I do a montage of me doing, like, daily AT against people in silver and just, like, 500-0ing them? I don't know. It's not... It just feels a little bit weird. I don't know. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's what it is. Like, World vs. World montages is like Noob Slayer. Like, they're literally noob slaying compilations. That's their whole purpose. Yeah. Incredible. And you do have to dodge jump, yeah. But I can do that. We can do the dodge jumps. I failed that one, though. I'm terrible. But I can do it. And it is very important to have fan art drawn of your character. Vans knows about that. Like, he's actually somewhat of an expert in these matters. Oh, man. Incredible. Your characters are actually not suitable. I mean, that is correct, yeah. This character is not really World vs. World montage material. Oh yeah, there are definitely good World vs. World roamers. In fact, a lot of people who play PvP, like, started out playing World vs. World. I will admit, though, to be honest, I'm not really the biggest fan of solo World vs. World play. I much prefer, like, small groups or, like, medium groups in World vs. World. I think that's where the game is the most interesting. In the same way that, you know, I think 1v1s are definitely really important in PvP, but I kind of like contextualized 1v1s. So I think that when I think about, like, really exciting 1v1 moments in PvP, I'm thinking about, like, oh, shit, like, there's a +1 coming in and they managed to survive a 1v2 for, like, a minute and kind of wriggle away, right? I think that's the kind of gameplay that I find really interesting in, like, 1v1 contexts. Huge. Make videos exposing other roamers. To be honest, I'm way too old for this shit. I'm not going to expose anyone, guys. I hate to say that. I don't think I've ever really been into this that much, you know. I'm not really a drama enjoyer. Not interested in getting involved in that. The daily streaming continues? Yes. Daily streaming does indeed continue. Can you tell people to lock in Fungus as a World vs. World Good and log in? I'll probably do that tomorrow, yeah. Need to do like a little, I might even do like a short Fungus recruitment session tomorrow, because I know I've been a little bit absent because of Classic WoW, but now let's calm down a little bit. We're okay. I find the phrase fake frames interesting, considering all rendering is done by various tricks and fakery. Yeah, I mean, I think people have just basically shitting on... they're basically just, like, shitting on the 5000 series, because people don't find it to be particularly good, and so they're just kind of shitting on everything. But yeah, absolutely. Like, the technologies that NVIDIA has are pretty incredible, right? Like, if you look at the upscaling they can do, and obviously DLSS, like, these technologies are pretty crazy, right? If you think about it. Like, they will make it possible to run games at frame rates that otherwise simply wouldn't be possible for very minimal quality loss, right? Like, these technologies are very impressive, actually, because they look very, very good. It's obviously not going to be exactly the same, but the difference is very minimal, like, in terms of, like, how it actually looks visually. What is the value in AI frames? Is that you can make the game look smoother, right? In a way that otherwise just wouldn't be possible. I mean, look, obviously they're going to show you, like, best case scenarios, but, like, if you can potentially get, like, another 20 FPS, then yeah, that could make a really big difference, right? Like, let's say you're running a game at 40 FPS and you can get another 20 frames out of that. And that's pretty big, no? That's very significant to, like, how the game is going to feel to play. Here we go. Well, I mean, yeah, it's not a magic bullet that will miraculously make, like, your shit PC capable of running everything at, like, 4K, ultra high all settings, but I think it's pretty cool technology, though. The hell is going on here? Very scuffed world versus world scenario here. Let's get in there. There's like a Condi mech on us. We're getting Condi mech'd. Actually interrupted his heal there. Oh no, I'm off the edge. It's over. This is bad news. This is very bad news. It's over. Oh? Maybe a rally, actually? Unfortunate. Incredible. Make a montage of a team like 5 guys and sweating hard and bombing Zerg. Zerg busting. New patch? Yeah, I mean, we'll see. We'll see what we can cook. NVIDIA's getting lazy. They get the money from AI, so they're not really innovating the consumer markets. I think AI in general is also starting to feel like a little bit of a hammer without a nail, too. I think that people are kind of struggling to find a lot of applications for this. Like, I think a lot of AI stuff is like a toy, honestly, rather than something that actually does something. It's actually very, very funny. I saw a very good video from a very good YouTube channel where Microsoft have done something with the Office 365 subscription, where they basically force upgraded everyone to a version of it that had like the AI assistant on it, and said, yeah, you know, we're going to have to increase the price of your plan, right? And basically just like gave everyone like the, oh yeah, but good news, you get Copilot or whatever. And it's actually very difficult to turn it off. Like, you have to contact support directly to downgrade your plan to what it was before. It's like very, very shitty business practice by Microsoft, but also it reeks of desperation. It's like, use our AI. Use our AI, please. We spent a lot of money on this. Please use it. Please. And everyone's like, well, you know, I don't know. Maybe I don't want to use it. It doesn't really do anything. I don't really want that shit. I don't know what to tell you. So they better cook something. They need to, you know, they need to make that actually useful. And people want to use it. And it's not looking good right now. Something weird is happening that we're winning. It's looking good. Huge. Skipping on optimization, thanks to TIDLA. You know, it's actually funny. I think this is a very valid criticism, to be honest, because I think that if you look at old games, you see this a lot in, like, very old games, I would say, when hardware was, like, a massive concern. Like, you will see some crazy, clever tricks, even coming down to computation, right? So in other words, there'll be like clever tricks and approximations used for certain calculations within old software because they had to design games and software, like all sorts of things, around hardware being very, very mediocre and like technology being not particularly powerful. And I think that, yeah, like this probably is like a real concern in modern software development, is that companies have to care less about that. Because again, like hardware will just kind of brute force a lot of stuff these days. So some of that kind of innovation and optimization just gets thrown out the window, which is very unfortunate. Omnitas is forever unplayable. Yeah, I mean, I think that's just... The thing about Omnitas, though, is that that's just worst case scenario for, I think, most game engines, realistically, because it's a fully 3D space where it's huge, loads of very long lines of sight, so it has to render everything, and it's shit overlapping with other stuff. I think that is like absolute worst case scenario. So it's not really a surprise to me that Omnitas doesn't run very well. Because again, I think that is just like game engine hell. It's like worst case scenario. For performance anyway. DeepSeek, the Chinese chat, but I mean, it's just like, you know, it's just like it's just Chinese chat GPT, isn't it? What, like 30 FPS without the fake frames, even if you spend 1.5K to GPU? I think, you know, that's a concern. I think it's a valid concern that you could have, is that it will lead to games companies skipping on optimization because they can kind of rely on the GPU to, you know, magic wand it away. That is true. I have the tiniest violin for OpenAI complaining about their data being scraped by DeepSeek. And that's a very, very funny complaint to have as an AI company, for sure. That's actually an insane complaint to have as an AI company. Doesn't make any sense. It's much better, maybe much less money, but also closes politics talk about China. Well, I mean, I guess that's not terribly surprising, if that's the case. But again, I almost feel like, isn't that kind of a bit of a microcosm of what we just discussed? Because the US absolutely tried to screw over China's AI development as much as possible. So they probably had to come up with clever solutions to dealing with inferior hardware, right? Because if I'm not mistaken, didn't the US government basically say, okay, NVIDIA, if you sell GPUs to China, they can't have this like special AI thing right? All of the AI stuff in the RTX cards, like, no, you can't have that there. So it's not really a surprise that I guess they would have to kind of cook something and come up with some interesting ideas to kind of deal with having inferior hardware compared to like what a lot of the Western projects have. Whereas it's obviously not really as much of a problem for like something like OpenAI. They were clearly using NVIDIA chips, though, because they found rounding errors in them and informed NVIDIA about them. Well, I guess there's some covert operations going on. But I imagine it didn't help either way. Probably didn't help that much. That they had to deal with kind of scuffed situations. Holy shit, this guy just got roamed. Look, this guy is about to write a post on the forums complaining about Willbender. Oh, dude, I feel like we ruined this guy's montage. Make roaming great again, but now he's dead. And he probably died too close, so he can't really edit that part out of the clip. That's unfortunate. You hate to see that. Everything is Gucci. Yeah, I mean, for me, I am fully locked into NVIDIA because basically the toolkit for streaming and content creation is just like, it's just far superior in NVIDIA. So it's a little bit unlucky for me, I guess, but maybe AMD will catch up, you know? I'm certainly I'm not using an Intel CPU, that's for sure. AMD all the way for the CPUs. Huge. This guy's dead. You're locked in because you're a shareholder too? Listen, okay? I wish I got NVIDIA shares when I bought an NVIDIA GPU. That would be based, but I don't. I do have NVIDIA shares though, but that's not really related to me buying their products. Man, I've got a really interesting scam message, and I really want to reply to it. I will admit this, guys. Okay, check this out, guys. I'm reaching out because I'm working with a friend who's a developer at Twitch. Together, we've set up a simple method to help streamers increase their ad revenue with no extra effort required from your side. No need to change your streaming routine or anything. We're already working with several partner streamers who have seen a significant increase in their revenue. It's really easy to set up and takes less than 3 minutes. No personal information is required or anything strange to download. If you're interested, I can quickly explain how it works by message or we can call whenever you want. Have a great day and talk soon. And it's attached a screenshot of a stream that claims to be like a 20 viewer Andy that's earned $2,000 in ads a month. And I really want to reply to this, to be honest. Holy shit! Dude, I permabanned 100-123 by accident. No! You're free. You're fine. You're clean. Dagra with a tier 1, nice. I'm gonna reply, guys. Oh, dude, the thing is, I really don't trust Discord security at all. I know there's loads of security exploits, and I don't really want to get hacked. But I also really want to reply, because I want to see what the scam is, you know? I want to know how they're gonna try and get me. Because, to be clear, guys, this is a scam, right? 100 million%, this is a scam. Absolutely a scam. But I want to know what the scam is. And like what they're going to ask me to do. They want you to click something. Use a viewer's account? That's based, actually. I like that. Burner and a VM? Yeah, maybe it's time. Maybe we've got to spin up a VM. You have to log into their virtual machine to stream. I mean, thing is, surely it can't be something as stupid as that. How would they ever get anyone? If they're like, oh yeah, we need you to log into your Twitch account here. There's no way they would get anyone with that, right? It's gotta be, I don't know, I'm so interested. I want to know what they're gonna do, or like what the scam is. I've recently moved to EU. I hope I can afford a WoW. So that's a very big moment for me, as I can only dream of WoW subscription. However, I don't understand the difference in Classic, Classic, Cataclysm, and Normal. What are the differences? Which one do you recommend? Well, you actually only need, if you sub, you get all of them. So you don't actually have to worry about that too much. But basically, Classic is specifically vanilla, right? So basically, like the original World of Warcraft. And there's a couple of flavors on that. There's like Hardcore. There's Season of Discovery, which is like a weird old school RuneScape kind of thing. Then you've got also like the seasonal realm going on as well. Like they're doing progressive realms against. They're doing Classic, then Burning Crusade, then they're doing Wrath of the Lich King. And Cataclysm is exactly what it says on the tin. It's just WoW Cataclysm, but they re-released it. And then the normal one is like retail World of Warcraft. That's like the current version of World of Warcraft. New map got added to Wolfswood in 2015. Yeah, I think it would be kind of cool if there was a new map. Because then you'd have 3, which would kind of make sense, right? Which one do you recommend? I'd recommend trying them all out, to be honest, because they're all very different. I'd probably say start out with Classic and Retail, because those are like the 2 kind of opposite ends of the spectrum, I would say. So that's what I would look at first, but... You know, look, people tend to shit on Cataclysm, but it's honestly not. I enjoyed Cataclysm when it released. I don't think Cataclysm was that bad at all. Gift card from your local Aldi's from what I read. I mean, surely they wouldn't try and gift card me, bro. Like, come on. Am I 70 years old? Don't answer that, actually. Why is tanking in Guild Wars 2 so weird? Wait, what is this? Let's see. We've got this image. Let's take a look. Greer fixates whoever is furthest in front of him. He can't see that far and will spin around to find someone else. He will jump at you every 120 seconds. He won't move. That's his rough field of vision. Higher change. Higher chance someone's clone, minion, pet, mech grabs aggro. I mean, I think there is... I don't know why we always get, like, the same bugs popping up. Like, it obviously shouldn't aggro on pets and minions, but I feel like every boss always releases like this. And, like, the same bug always comes back. It's weird. He jumps every 2 minutes, though. Man, this is some scuffed-ass design, if that's the case. The scam is they make you buy a TV license. Well, you know what? I'm happy to pay for my TV license. Keeps the BBC ad-free, sponsor-free, and up and running. Love to see it. Incredible. To be honest, it's actually really hard for me to watch other channels. It's very hard for me to watch TV on other channels because they just have ads on. And the BBC doesn't have ads. It's based. No ad breaks. What if you don't watch TV? Still got paid? No, you actually don't. No. If you don't watch TV, or more specifically, if you don't watch, if you don't watch any TV channels, then yeah, you don't have to pay. But to be fair, they'll be really annoying about it. Like, there's a bit of a bad reputation. They will be very annoying and, like, double-checking if you've got a TV or not, which is a bit cursed, to be honest. Are you of the Firestaff situation of New World? The Ellie mains are spreading? Yeah, I am aware of it. I think they added a new artifact, if I'm not mistaken. Like, Burninator, I believe. And it's like insanely broken, and they aren't fixing it. Just like your stream, no ad breaks, even as a non-sub? Correct, yes. It's worth noting, and I suppose I should say this, that that is the case at significant personal cost to myself. Huge. Relic's such a scuffed system. New World, not Guild Wars 2. I mean, I think the gearing in that game is quite strange. Especially when you throw, like, item level into it, and the way that they do item level. It's very weird. Oh, yeah, artifacts, yeah. And claim you haven't... They've opened an investigation to your household. Exactly. It's not exactly great, to be honest. Huge. Five-minute ad. I don't really want to, though. I don't like running ads. Plan to change it so you need Eliza to use any streaming service, e.g. YouTube. Wait, really? I'd be really surprised if they do that. I guess it wouldn't really change much for me, seeing as I am a, you know, I like the channels you get with the TV license. BBC, pretty good. But that would be a little silly, I think. 10-minute tea break. Everyone have a Strumman's second monitor of it. I mean, dude, that would be huge. 10 minutes of ads. Fucking enjoy it. My teapot license pay? Love to see that. Very nice. 100 bits. Your license has been renewed. Congratulations. Do you like running ads with your RuneScape subscription? Yeah, I mean, that didn't go over very well, to be honest. I don't think that's going to be happening. It's not the play. Wasn't the play for the new overlords of Jagex. I can no longer imagine life without YouTube Premium. Yeah, YouTube Premium is good. It's kind of expensive, but it is good. Yeah, I have Twitch Turbo and YouTube Premium. It's very high tier. No ads on any stream and no ads on any YouTube video. It's pretty good. I am an enjoyer. You know, Twitch Turbo is weird. Like, I think Twitch Turbo is... I don't think Twitch really want you to get it. Because they want you to sub to individual streamers, right? They want you to have, like, 10 subscriptions as opposed to Twitch Turbo. Because, of course, if you have Twitch Turbo, they don't show you ads on any stream, right? As opposed to, like, a regular sub, which will just turn off ads for an individual stream. So, Twitch Turbo is a weird service that you kind of have to dig around a little bit in order to actually find it. Don't have any takes on U.S. politics. Oh, man. Well, all I can say is that you guys voted for this. I mean, I want to tell you. It's, yeah. Democracy is a wonderful thing. That's my take on U.S. politics. Oh man, that's funny. Clown Fiesta. I mean, Clown Fiesta is, I think, a very good way of putting it. Yeah, Clown Fiesta or Ha 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 America. Like there's a couple of responses you could have here. Both of those, I'd say, are entirely valid. You can go that way. You can go for that angle. Ah, Jester's here. Ha ha ha, America indeed. What's your DPI? I actually have no idea. It's probably a number. Yeah. Incredible. 20% of the population. Well, I mean, look, if 40% of people don't vote, then it doesn't. That's just, you know. Look, this is the thing. I'm going to say something very important, guys. Okay, I'm kind of preaching to the choir here, but if you don't vote, that's the same as voting for whoever wins. Okay. So it's not really scuffed if, like, the actual raw percentage of the population who voted for someone isn't that high. What matters is how many people did vote. And if you didn't vote, it's the exact same thing as voting for whoever wins. Very important to remember that, guys. I would highly advise you to consider that. Can we save this fungus? Give him a barrier. We actually did get the save. Nice. Yeah. I am definitely vote enjoyer, democracy fan, if you will. Definitely do it. Incredible. Well, actually, no hit button, I think I can. Because if the alternative is... If the alternative is allowing someone into power who's going to make your life significantly worse, then just vote against that, you know? Like, maybe you don't think that voting one way will really do that much, and that's fair. I can understand that political, you know, that frustration. Then just vote against things getting worse, right? Like that, that's also an option. Yeah. Ah, Plenix. Thanks for the raid. Really appreciate that. Fungus Warlord. Honestly, I don't agree with that hit button. Okay? Because even on that particular issue, like, pick the one that isn't as bad. Okay? Like, I mean, like, it's not hard. It's really not that complicated. Is pretty bad. I don't want to debate this, but do you think that the like, do you think that it's gonna be better now? Oh man, that's funny. Increase the variety of political opinions present in Parliament. Yeah, I think that in general, two-party stuff is not great, to be honest. It's not ideal. Definitely leads to some pretty scuffed outcomes. One party is better? Yeah, of course Jester would say that. I mean, wait. Didn't Biden literally negotiate a ceasefire, like, right before the new president? I thought this is a little unfair. Normal people, I mean, look, it's, you know, it's difficult. It's a challenge. Here we go. I wasn't talking about Ukraine. We're talking about Israel-Palestine here. But anyway. Let's continue. Let's move on, to be honest. This is not the time or the place. That's what my Discord's for. Ha 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 ha! Incredible. K-Kona. K-Kona indeed. Jester linked you the old Plenger. Wait, why would he do that? Like, randomly? Was there no context? Bring back IRL? I mean, we literally have General. Like, that's what General is. It's new General. Here we go. Chomp 3 Party. Wait. Alcar incorrectly spelled Chomp 3 Party. Excellent choice of emote. What the hell is going on here? Oh, dude, wait. Holy shit. That one Murga has some seriously good macros. Oh, actually, maybe that Murga guy is watching the stream, because he can't see this, but this is fucking good shit, dude. Okay, this is good for your montage. If you're watching, Willbender, this is good for you. You want this. 100-0 in one frame through 3k barrier on Selly gear. I don't think so. That's, no. Yeah. They buffed the most broken build Ranger has in Blob, which is Shotgun Untamed. Condi Ranger is one of the most obnoxious things ever. People are not happy. Incredible. Dude, can you believe this? Some guy just left a comment on my video and he said, I leveled Reaper to 80 and then stopped playing him. Probably the most boring class in all of MMO. What the fuck? Who says that? Although, he is confused though, because that must be Necromancer he's talking about, not Reaper. So he's a little confused. And I guess Core Necro is not great. It's not that exciting. But I don't think Core Necro is that bad. It's a bit harsh. It's alright in PvP at least. I think it's kind of okay in open world too. You just like life transfer stuff. Big damage. Spike trait line. Go big. Jess is level 62 in New World. He will soon be ready to pump. He'll be ready for pure PvP. Although I guess we have to do all the PvE, right? We have to do all the PvE first, no? To get, like, gear that isn't just going to drop when you immediately die. Because realistically, you're going to get... There's going to be a lot of death in New World PvP, so... We've got to, like, grind, like, backup gear immediately. Dude, Planix is 59. Man, we're actually nearly ready to pump. That's huge. What are you planning on playing, Planix? What weapons? Are you going to heal and play life stuff? Or do you want a DPS? I'd rather have Core Shroud than Reaper Shroud. That's crazy. How is Reaper Shroud not based? That's insanity. Reaper Shroud is based. Well, I wasn't even talking to you, Jester. I didn't give a shit, okay, about what you play. I have no respect for you. I was asking Plenix, my god king. But I guess I am also interested in what you... I mean, you're just going to play bow. Because you're going to be like, oh, I'm Sylvanas. Ooh. Yeah. That's you. Really enjoyed Greatsword. Ah, interesting. Yeah, Greatsword is cool, actually. Because it's got, like, these two different modes to it, right? Two different stances. Yeah. I think it's a good tank weapon in PvE, which is pretty interesting. GS and Hammer. I'm not sure those are great in the current PvP meta. Yeah, I don't know about... I don't know what the... I have no idea what the meta is. So... Who knows? Who knows what's good? I haven't changed in 8 years. Wait, what is this? What am I looking at here? I see. Yeah, okay. Well, now you have. Sword Shield is nasty in PvP. Yeah, I was looking at a couple of build websites, and is it Sword Shield Spear that people are playing Shader? That seems... but that was only for Season 6, I think. So that's obviously like a... I'm not sure if that's up to date with like what's going on now. With specifically the Scorpion Sting. Interesting. I have no idea what that is. Pull enemies from range. Interesting. Well, it does sound pretty good. I like Sword and Shield. Sword and Shield's a very fun weapon, actually. It's like a lot about blocking, control, and then kind of like finding openings and prodding people. I also like the hammer and the great axe too. I think that's a good combo for like large scale PvP because it's got loads of CC on it. You play like the gravity well and stuff, like just grip people. Any of these guild names or tags? I mean, absolutely, yeah. Huh. This is like really old shit, right? You pick target, try to stun them with the spear throw, then call your team to CC them before they stand up. Fuck them up. That sounds like, sounds like a fun, engaging bit of gameplay right there. Love to see that. Oh, man. Dude, there's going to be some content. Look, I'm warning you guys now, okay? There is going to be content. It's Wing 8 related, Wing 8 LCM related. We're forging an unholy abomination. That's all I can say. That's all I'll say for now. It's going to be entertaining, one way or the other. Yeah. No official release date, by the way. I mean, sure, I fucking hope they post that shit, man. Okay? I really hope they post something. Because I feel like we're getting trolled. I don't know. What... You know, the funny thing is that well, I mean, it's more like locked in for WoW, but they actually haven't released the WoW date either. But they kind of have, right? Like it's pretty locked in that it's going to be like right at the end of February actually for WoW. But there hasn't been an official date, but it's pretty locked in. So both companies trolling right now. Love to see that. Very good. Good communication by Blizzard and ArenaNet. Big fan. Big fan. Yeah. Dude, what... Okay, guys, hear me out. What if they just drop the CMs next week? And just didn't even say? What if there's like a big patch next week and they're like, oh, this looks like... Wait, why are we downloading 1,000 files? What's up with that, dude? It's like... And it's just in the game, right? They just fucking drop it. There no patch notes, no blog posts. Just like, yeah, It is what it is. It's in the game now. Go. Just go play. There you go. Log in. Oh, man, that's funny. Oh, man. Fix the bug away and no challenge. Yeah, so yeah, now they're there. They're in the game. The CMs are there. Enjoy. Oh, dear. Hope for a delayed release. I mean, they already have delayed it, right? Let me... What is it? It's 36 days, right? And that kind of lines up with they delayed the balance patch by 2 weeks, and they've delayed the next patch by 2 weeks as well. But we don't know! That's the funny thing, we actually don't know. Ah! Oh, ArenaNet. Oh, ArenaNet. You silly sausages. Yo, we're fucking in. Ah, the life of the Guild Wars 2 player, guys. The life of the Guild Wars 2 players. It's certainly exciting. Yeah. What happened internally there? Everything got a 2-week delay. I mean, honestly, you can say. Like, I'm not going to flame ArenaNet for having development delays. I mean, that happens. That's not really abnormal whatsoever. Well, I think the problem is that I don't think ArenaNet has an employee whose job it is to communicate with the community. And I am of the opinion that that's really important. I think that if you look at the community management that, let's say, RuneScape has, it's exceptionally good. And it is a big part of why that game does so well and has such a vibrant community. Then there are other games, too, that kind of fall into this category. Path of Exile, for example. I think Warframe also handles this pretty well, too. Blizzard are alright. They're not great, if I'm being real. They do loads of cool shows that I think are really good. They have, like, awesome kind of marketing, basically, and communication with players, like, through their YouTube channel. But the community management itself is like, you know, there's definitely a lot of room for improvement there, but it's not that bad. Ruby, a community manager? Yeah, but I mean... We don't really see a lot of, like direct communication from Ruby. So I assume that's not really the. It's like a somewhat different position. It looks like anyway. Because if you compare how ArenaNet do things to, let's say, again, the other games that I've mentioned there, it's pretty different. I mean, look, the scary thing is I could see them doing that, right? I will be completely real with you guys. I can see them saying, we're releasing the story and the map, but the LCM is delayed another 2 weeks or even a month. Because wait, this happened with HT, no? Yes? This did happen. They did this before. Look, I shouldn't even be saying this because I'm going to manifest it, bro. I should not even be saying this. But, like, we don't know that that isn't the case. It's possible it gets delayed again, separately from the main patch. That's not impossible. Yeah. Because we haven't been... there's been zero communication about this. Because, again, they did do this. They literally did this with HTCM. So, yeah. I'm going to be real... I think they should say something like now, like this week. They need to actually confirm this. What do they do again? They delayed HTCM. I believe it was 2 weeks. Wait, was it more than 2 weeks? I can't remember. Someone can look it up. But they delayed HTCM by 2 weeks, and they said they're polishing it, basically. Then, like, fixing bugs with HTCM. It was a month? It was a month, yeah. Yeah, sure. Okay. Yeah. And again, that could happen. Like, I don't want to, again, I don't want to wish it into existence, but it's not impossible that we could be in a similar situation to that. Right? Ah, yes, the solar patch. Yeah. The solar patch. Ooh. A patch so bad it overshadowed HTCM. Based. Very nice. Very, very nice. You love to see it. Oh, hold on. Was it you? I know you. Oh, it was you, wasn't it? It was you. It's wrecked you. Willbender, Enjoyer, PvP player, Roma. That's big. I love to see. Thanks for the raid, my friend. If it was you who was in the same matchup on EB, killing people on Willbender, it's very important for me to know that people thought you were macroing. If that was you. Very funny, actually. Very entertaining. They were not happy with the state of Willbender in World vs. World. They were not enjoyers. Ah, yes. Yes, yes. Well, you didn't know. Well, no, that's fair. I thought that maybe someone from my chat had maybe sent you a screenshot of the team chat. But actually, I didn't know it was you, to be fair. But there was, well, now that I saw, no, I know it is you. I think it was you. In fact, I definitely know it was you. But yeah, man, the difference between Willbenders with and without macro is just insane. Infusing Priest, not a Rectu fan, not an enjoyer. Can't please them all, can you guys? Yeah, there was quite a lot of this going on as well, by the way. There's like a full chat log. You know, I guess you could check the VOD. I did go over a couple of the messages here. I guess we could do it now, actually. Yeah, that one Murga has some seriously good macros. The Willy, I mean. Literally 100-0 in one frame through 3k barrier on Celestial Gear. Very good. It's not a big fan of this. Green damage is fake. Bit of Willbender gaming there. Guess he was hacking. Very likely, yeah. It's confirmed. I read it in World vs. World team chat. So it's definitely the case. Love to see that. Very good. Hacking confirmed indeed. But anyway, thank you very much indeed for the raid. Willbender. Nerfs incoming, guys. I read some very funny forum posts about Willbender yesterday, in fact. Can't hardly remember making an apology video. Yeah, you better had. I expect to see it uploaded. Promptly. Show Doot Doot leaderboard. I don't think there is any Doot Doot leaderboard anywhere. But let's see. How many Doots does Jester have? Maybe I should make it. I could make a command for like top 10 Dooters. Or something like that. It feels like ArenaNet communicates more with the community on Discord than any other platform. One of the ones where someone was talking about updating golems in AB or GH for training purposes, and Ruby responded. Like, this is why this is so confusing to me. I really don't understand ArenaNet on this, is because the devs will talk to you, but not on the official channels. Why? I don't get it. Like, why do we have more communication about the game from, like, Grouch, Ben, and Roy in Twitch chat than we do on the official Twitter about stuff? What's going on? I don't get it. Like, what's happening there? What's going on behind the scenes that's, like, making things go weird? Doesn't make any sense to me. It's cooked. What even are clovers? Basically, they were channel points before channel points. There didn't used to be, like, a point system, so that was, like, my implementation of it. It's very common to see that on, like, a bunch of other, you know, a bunch of other streams. Is like a well-known thing that you do, and no, you could basically do weird shit with them, but not really anymore. Ah, Chomp in the chat. Chomp 3 party. You know, it's funny. Chomp is no longer working at Twitch, and now the embeds are back. Coincidence? I think not. I gambled like 40k clovers in 2016 to win a copy of Path of Fire. That's big, actually. That's huge. And that's well worth it. Well worth it. A valuable currency. I think you get 1 clover per minute for watching the stream. Wait, is the following thing not working? Or are people just not following the stream? Ah, yeah. It looks like it maybe isn't working. Well, Twitch has actually changed that API, so that might be why it isn't working, to be fair. No, that actually might be... I just haven't updated the bot for a while. That might be just... because they have changed it. It doesn't work the same way anymore. So I might have to give a little update. The bot got taken out back once a month. I mean, look, that did happen sometimes. Had to be dealt with. Some of the numbers, especially like the watch time numbers, they are scuffed. I will freely admit that. Nice. Yeah. And look, the exclamation mark SC command is 100% accurate, by the way. Like, this bot knows if you're in SC more than anyone else. The bot's verdict is incontrovertible. It knows. Yeah. Oh, man, that's funny. The bot knows my secret. Tigress, guys, this Tigress image is fake, and we all know it. That's why I haven't removed it. It's like, I'm not afraid of the Tigress image, dude. Everyone knows it's fake news. Dude, Tom, you play Windwalker, bro. Like, your opinion is, like, less than it's, like, less than meaningless. It's, like, beyond that. Hey, see you later, Space Kings. Look at the meta achievement rule from the festival and give us your thoughts. Okay, let's see. What actually is it? This one? Lantern chest. Snake tail breeches. The fuck is this? What the fuck? Bro. There's going to be a certain part of the community that really likes this. A little bit too much, I think. The biggest secret... I think this clip is pretty good, actually. Because I'm a Kuma. But anyway. Listen. It's out of context. That's a clip chimp moment, guys. That's what that is. It's a clip chimp situation. What is this YouTube clip? Ah! I'm cooming! Well, look, okay, that I will admit that one's a little bit more sus. Wait, what was happening here? Oh wait, we're fighting. Oh wait, it's because I got the shoulders, right? Yeah, I got the shoulders from Herod. Well, you don't want to see? I'll give myself that one. The context makes it worse. Just check the SFR IP. TS3 PvP.net. That's big. That really is old school. The original Kuma meme? I mean, look, do you know who first posted that on this stream. It's when we had song requests on, and Sebastian requested that. So I had no idea about that meme whatsoever. We experienced it live for the first time. Like the original, like, Kuma.mp4. Incredible. I was here. Stronger. Gladge. The song request era was so good. I mean, I will admit it was pretty good. It was pretty good. But look, with the dawn of YouTube, we've got to calm that down. I don't know if it's even on Twitch. Like, your VODs get nuked. VODs and clips just get, like, destroyed. I think I actually lost a huge amount of clips because when Twitch basically said, okay, it's not the Wild West anymore, like, almost all of my clips got nuked out of existence because a lot of them had copyrighted music in them. Request more Tool. Yeah, I mean, no. Look, that's like the best part about not having song requests is that people never are going to be capable of requesting Tool on this stream ever again. So that's big feels good, man. Got his account flagged and banned within 40 minutes. Yeah, I mean, you don't really get away with it anymore. Like, there are a couple. You can do it on Twitch because you can use like the extra audio channel thingy to kind of hide them, but on YouTube, it doesn't happen, right? Tool continues. It's just not for me, guys. Okay, Tool is, I'm not a fan. I'm not an enjoyer. Not a Tool enjoyer. And there are a couple of people who just love that shit. They'd spam request it. It's like, please, don't do this to me. Take it away from me. Do not expose me to Tool. I show the music god on YouTube, nothing happens, bro. Oh, I guess maybe it doesn't matter then. What? Okay, look, this one, by the way, this is just not real, okay? He actually just edited this. This one is not true. I see it and I believe it. I mean, well, I guess, yeah. You know, nothing can be fake on the internet. Oh, that's good. Yeah. I'm not a simp, guys. I promise. So this is not real either? No, this one is horrible. Why did anyone even make this? Okay, like, I like how it's when I had a shit camera as well. This is when I had like a 720p webcam, and we have this image here, like this peepo begging for help, attention, getting obliterated by me, rotated 90 degrees. Wow. Incredible. It's actually kind of late already. I am not going to stream that much longer, because again, this is a scuffed stream, but hopefully the final one. I'm hoping to actually go live early tomorrow. I'm not joking. I will be awake at, well, early in the morning, actually. Before midday, even. In fact, much earlier than before midday. So there will be a stream. Okay. I would song request this if that was a thing.
Yo, listen up, here's a story about a little guy that lives in a cool world. And all day and all night and everything he does is just coom. He cooms inside and outside.
What the fuck is this?
His house with a coom stained window and a white coom vet. And everything he does is coom on himself and everybody around. Cause he ain't got nobody to fuck with him.
Yeah, okay, fuck this.
You'll find everything you need here.
Roadmap this week? I'm not sure if there'll be a roadmap this week. It'll probably be after the next patch. Well, actually, maybe there will be. I don't know. I'm not entirely sure. Nothing to put on a roadmap. Well, I mean, the roadmap, I mean, the thing is, they're going to be announcing, like, the next expansion pretty soon. That's, like, the weird thing, you know? There's going to be another expansion in August, or September, or, like, wherever it kind of ends up. Most fun build for open world content. I think, weirdly enough, it actually is, like, a heal. I think Heal Scourge is one of the most fun builds to play in open world, because you just hard carry everyone around you. It's pretty high tier. I also think Herald's really good. Herald's really fun. Reaper's really fun. I think Firebrand's pretty fun too. Guild Wars 2 The Last Titan. They should just name it the same as the WoW X-Pac. Just call it Guild Wars Midnight. And just like, they can get the algorithm clicks off that. That's actually high tier. If the X-Pac mirrors Eye of the North, we know it's over. It's funny. I mean, wait. Has ArenaNet said there's another expansion after this one? I think they haven't, right? I would be very surprised if we hear about Guild Wars 3 after this one and there isn't going to be another, like, similar expansion. I'd be very surprised if that was the case. I suppose not technically impossible. I'm expecting at least another X-Pac after this one coming up before we hear about Guild Wars 3, but it's certainly not impossible. Kept the core shroud because I like pressing the AoE drain. I like it a lot. Well, I mean, yeah, I mean, there's no, I guess that's true. Hold on, Monsters expansion for the one after this. Yeah, that I could see them start to move in that direction. After this upcoming expansion for sure. Guild Wars 3. Ah, Esprit. Esprit, log the fuck out of that dog shit game, Throne and Liberty, and get Worms ready to win Motor 3, dude, okay? Look, I'm just gonna say it. Everyone's like, oh yeah, oh, 55 versus Team USA. Well, they haven't realized is that the ultimate plot line is actually Worms winning Motor 3, right? Like, Worms rising up and coming up with some, like, degenerate cheese, defeating both 55 and Team USA, and then winning Motor 3. That's like the best storyline. We all know it. Okay, I was like, oh, it's going to be Team USA versus 55. Wow, so exciting. No. French Worms, log the fuck in, do your thing, come up with some degen shit, and then win. We're doing the same shit patch for too long. What's Roy doing? Well, I think, I don't think much changes in PvP next patch either, huh? I don't think there's, like, a lot of, like, really big changes for PvP. Which is, I guess, a little bit unfortunate. It would be nice to shake things up a little bit. Yeah. There are some. But then there's not, like, that many. There's not that much, though, actually. I think the biggest thing that's going to change is mostly World versus World, right? They're changing... They're hitting the support in World versus World pretty hard. And like, I think the speedrun meta in PvE is going to change a fair bit. But like PvP doesn't feel like it's going to change that much with the patch. Kondirev is dead. Yeah, they are nerfing Kondirev pretty hard, actually. That is true. Some pretty significant changes to Kondirev. Power Mirage? Yeah, I mean, Power Mirage in PvP is getting juiced up even harder, right?
Have no problem.
I think it's getting a, what is it, like another 10% modifier? 10% DPS modifier in PvP? That's pretty damn good. That build already slaps insanely hard. So it's going to do, like, Omega DPS next patch. Glorp. Team Dark USA for the upsets. I'm not sure if Team Dark USA will exist. Well, it will exist in Motor. That's it's another thing entirely. Big. MA is fine for me? Yes. That's very good. Yeah, Goku. Yeah, Goku told me the other day, Esprit. So we'll probably get things kind of cooking up. We will begin. What's the rotation on Combi Mech? It's just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of CD. I mean, Combi Mech is pretty easy, right? I think it's a relatively easy rotation. It just kind of pumps. It blasts. Play with nades? You know, I don't get all the hate on nades, man. Like, nades are fun. Why would you not want to play with nades? I was like, oh, I don't want to use any kits, bro. I want to play NG, but I don't want to play kits, bro. What are you talking about? You're already playing mech. You don't even have the tool belt skill, so you're basically not even playing NG anyway at this point. You want to un-NG it even more by not playing kits? That's crazy. If every DPS bet uses them. I guess that is kind of true, because like every build uses that. What about bomb kit? Look, you know what build was good, guys? I'll tell you what build was good, okay? Let me take you guys back. You know what's based? Bomb kit core NG. Okay, remember that, guys? An actual good build? Rifle core bomb kit NG. Let's go. Huge. Yeah, and rifle hollow. Rifle hollow. Good DPS build. Sadly cut down by the God Emperor, I believe. That's just how it goes. Rifle hollow, the overheat was amazing. Yeah, that was good, actually. That was high tier. What's slash age on 0 to hero? 1,668 hours. So actually not that many. I haven't really been playing that much. I haven't been playing much Guild Wars for the last, like, 2 years, really. Blasting module. You did use it in World vs. World, but I don't think you use it anymore. It was very funny. You could, like, one-shot people. But in PvE, I don't think you really run it. Yeah, we're going after the red gamers. We're taking over everything. It's kind of late. This feels very, very weird because I started streaming so late. I feel very disorientated currently. I don't know what's going on. It's wacky. Zooming progression. Oh yeah, I mean, honestly, not recently that much. I haven't really progressed that much on this account, but that's because I've mostly just got everything, really. Like, would it really be that exciting to just, like, grind a couple thousand gold and just get full legendary? I don't really think so. Like, if this account could get everything it wanted pretty trivially. I mean, I even nearly have enough tickets for World vs. World tokens, which is kind of crazy. A good DPS number for Guild Wars 2 raids is, like, an acceptable number. I mean, it's very hard to say because it, you know, obviously very much depends on the encounter. But, I mean, to be honest, if you just get in there and you're slamming buttons on CD, you're probably doing all right. Like, that is the best advice I can give you. Haven't been the last 2 expansions. This is a good time to get back. I mean, don't see why not. WoW PTR in the raid for the patch. Yeah, I played a bit of PTR, yeah. A lot of kind of preparing. PTR is definitely good to get a feel for things, but because of the way the race world first works, like a lot of it is going to be like basically leeching strats from Echo and Liquid, because they'll obviously come up with like really good strategies early on. Yeah, if you can do like 30k DPS, you're good to go. That's a pretty good number. But again, you might not necessarily see that number on an actual fight because, you know, you can't always hit the boss. The boss might go invulnerable, right? Like, you might have to do a mechanic, and that will, like, lower your damage, obviously.
What do you need?
Big. All the money so I can get coped into playing the game. I mean, if you don't want to, you don't really want to be in a copium situation, right? Like, you just play the game if you want to, don't otherwise. And look, you can get everyone, you can get, you know, Team 99 to reinstall. You can get Team 99 to reinstall for Wing 8 LCM. Daily reminder, guys, that Darren's, he was this close to being psychologically broken by Ceres LCM. Like, everyone knows it. He won't even deny that. He was very close to psychologically crumble. Like, I was watching him, and he was full-on cope mode, dude. He had a YouTube video playing. He was playing Snake.io or whatever it is, like, on another, like, you know, in a little window there as well, while he was doing his Condi Herald rotation. That was literally the only way he could handle it mentally. He was like, zoom, 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 zoom. He was rank 1 on Snake.io. One, they were at like 10. They were literally doing 10% phase on Ceres. He was rank 1 Snake.io at the same time. That's crazy. Do you accept raids? I mean, wait. What do you mean? You mean like Twitch raids? You mean like Guild Wars 2 raids? What kind of raids are we talking about? And I will actually admit, by the way, I quite like Snake.io. I'll say it. Twitch raids, I mean, yeah, sure. I am a Twitch raid fan, enjoyer, if you will. I'll admit that Snake.io is pretty good. The pest controls, but no. Oh! What the fuck is this? Ah! Why is it so loud? I'm talking about this shit, guys. Oh, I killed someone! Fuck you! Holy shit, it's loud! Why is it so loud? How do I reduce the volume? I think if I move it to the other monitor, I'll die. I don't know how to mute it, guys. I can't... I died! Fuck! Okay, but look. Okay, there we go. Yeah. Yeah. It's over. British support. Oh, very nice. Love to hear that. A little bit of UK gaming. Very good. No, this is what I'm talking about with Snake.io, guys. And again, I want to be very clear. Darren's was playing this during 10% phase of Ceres LCM. This is not misinformation that I've created. Also, there's someone who's got such a high score that there's like nothing we can do. Look at the size of the snake. There's like, what can we do against this? There's like nothing we can do. Yeah. This is Snake.io. Yeah, this is probably Darren's. Like the blue... What? Oh, nice fucking collision detection, bro. Okay. Fix the... Okay. Okay, dude. Fix the game, guys. Holy shit. Fix the game, bro. Not even close. That was not even close. That was not even close. Yeah. Yeah. What a noob. Oh, Darren's, oh my god. Darren's is talking shit when he died in a 1v1 to a fairy dragon in Classic WoW. Like, this guy is really going to be the guy to judge me for my gaming skill when he's permadead in Vanilla WoW? Literally permadead in Vanilla WoW? Wasn't a snake. It was worse than a snake. Oh, you want to... Okay, all right. I'm sorry. Look, let me actually show you fucking Content Cop. Darren's. Darren's is dropping his content nuke on Asmongold. Because that's the trend going on. There's a lot of content nukes going around currently. He died in a 1v1 to this. Look at... What the fuck is that, bro? He died to this. And this guy's calling himself Content Cop? Like, he's saying that he's Content Cop? He died in a 1v1 to this thing. Yeah. Ooh, that is true. Darren's does get a lot of points because he did solo Tindril for us. So I respect it. Fey Dragon Content Cop next, yeah. That is true, that is true. He died at level 7 crab. He did not. I mean, Darren's survived the level 7 crab. I died to level 8 snow leopard. You know, I saw a post from the Hearthstone subreddit, actually. Speaking of Hearthstone. It was a post complaining about a hunter deck that apparently just, like, does fuck all and then OTKs you on turn 6, right? And, well, you know... Power creep, guys. Watch out for that. You know, you've got to be a little bit careful there, you know? And I believe there's basically, like, 0 interaction. It's like an incredibly uninteractive deck that just fucks you. Apparently it's not that great, though. It's not the craziest win rate ever, but it's very unfun. But what I actually really liked... Now, here's the thing, guys. Here's the thing where it was better. The person complaining about the Hunter deck was exposed... for playing a really cancerous Shaman deck. So they were, and apparently, this Hunter deck is one of the few decks that kind of counters this Shaman deck. But, like, the Shaman deck is also incredibly obnoxious, right? And very uninteractive to play against. So it was kind of like a cheese complaining about the counter cheese situation. Very funny. Yeah. Magrist won. So that's good. The Kaiveza solo. Wait, was it Rex Troy? Let me see if it was him. I guess it actually wasn't. He hasn't uploaded for 5 months. Unlucky. No, I haven't seen it. I'm on r/wow. What have we got? It took 6 hours. Holy shit. And that's kind of a long time. That's, yeah, that's, I respect it. That's high duration, high stamina. Was it on Mythic? Or was it on normal?
Never capitulate.
Okay, here we go.
Properly. On top of surviving, of course, our goal during this phase is just to do as much damage as we can.
Okay.
So what about the enrage? Well, Kaiveza doesn't have a
question.
traditional enrage in the sense that she doesn't get some crazy damage increase.
Yeah.
But instead, she'll start casting Eclipse, covering the entire room
Yep.
over and over again for the
Forever.
rest of the fight.
I mean, I guess that makes sense. Yeah, I guess a tank should be able to do this, right?
We don't have line of sight to the boss anymore, and
Wait,
we can't
hold
do
on.
damage because
Wait,
we'll
what does this
cheese
cook?
This enrage.
Okay. Wait, how much damage does it do?
This is, of course, impossible to survive, so I had to find some way to basically cheese this enrage.
Okay. It's like 2 million a hit. That's going to be a little bit rough.
As a monk, we have access to the ability
I wonder if
Transcendence,
DK
which
could
allows
actually
us
just,
to
like,
mark
live
a
that.
point and teleport back to that place later. Before beginning the fight, I discovered I could leave Transcendence outside of the boss room,
Okay.
and after completing the regular intermissions and phases of the fight, teleport
Just get out.
to avoid the enrage.
There you go.
The problem here is that we don't have line of sight to the boss anymore,
That's
and
not
we
ideal.
can't do damage because we're like 60 yards away. Initially, my plan was to use the Mad Queen's Mandate Trinket, which allows you to cast while moving and has an extremely long range,
Okay.
as well as the Escape from Reality talent to teleport in and out of the boss room every 2 minutes.
Okay.
Unfortunately, because Transcendence only lasts 15 minutes, eventually I would lose my ability to go back into the boss room. I tried to use the Void Elf racial Spatial Rift in order to teleport to the other side, reuse Transcendence, and escape the boss room by reactivating Spatial Rift, but unfortunately this just doesn't work.
Doesn't work. The fucking rift, bro.
Nope.
Luckily,
Okay.
I discovered there is still one way that we can damage the boss while outside of the room.
Oh.
The Eclipse clips through the... Jesus, what a mouthful. The Eclipse clips through the door just a little bit, so we can still get hit by her ability even though we're outside of the room. By using Siphoning Light
Oh,
Brand
no.
and Ceaseless Swarm
Oh
Glare,
my god.
we have a
What the
chance to
fuck?
deal damage anytime we
You
are.
gotta be kidding me.
Both of these trinkets
What?
ignore line of
What?
sight and have an incredibly far range, so they work perfectly for this.
Bro.
situation. These trinkets can also trigger from
No,
taking damage.
no,
against
this is
daggers,
horrible.
Which is fantastic because it means that we're getting more procs. The rest of the
Oh,
fight
no.
is pretty much just maximizing the uptime of how often we're getting hit without getting hit so often that we accidentally die. It's
Okay.
especially important that we're careful because
Yeah,
Kaiveza's
that's,
other mechanics are still active,
yeah.
such as Reaper, which if a player drops below 10%
He just
health and doesn't
he
heal
just
up quick
did
enough,
use
they will
passive
pretty much
damage
get
trinkets
insta-killed.
for 6 hours. Well, I don't know what I expected. I mean, there you go. That's Kaivez is dead. 91,000 HP. Final proc. Boom. There we go. Huge. Easy win. Well, there you go. Well done to Ven. Ah, yeah, Rexar will be proud, yeah.
Thanks so much for watching. If you had any questions or if I left anything out, feel free to shoot me a comment down below.
Wow.
And I'll see you guys next time.
Wow. Let's see if this guy's uploaded anything else. Dawnbreaker is the worst dungeon ever.
Always be loyal to your crew.
Wait, this is a... Ooh.
Actually, want to do.
Very, 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 very fucking nice. Do we actually have a +5 deplete? Oh, wait, no, we don't. This is clearly a +10. Not the same thing, guys, as a +5. This dungeon doesn't fucking work. I mean, you know what? He's not wrong. This dungeon is a little scuffed. That is correct. Yeah. Incredible. Stone Vault. Wait, Stone Vault is the worst dungeon. What the fuck? That's a bit harsh. Not a Stone Vault enjoyer either. We have the double DK comp setup here. Preservoker, Hunter, and Warrior. I feel like that is a scuffed comp and a half, guys. That is very questionable. But I think this is mostly a meme. I've enjoyed City of Threads a lot. Honestly, that's good taste. Now play Snake.io. I will not be playing Snake.io, guys. I would never do that. 42 deaths? That's a lot. Dawnbreaker's kind of good. Oh, man. Stone Vault is good just because of the music alone, bro. You know, this is one of the most cooked things about WoW, by the way. They make something like this, and it's really cool, and they make a really cool dungeon, and they're like, you know what? We're not really going to worry about the earthen that much. You know, there's going to be one dungeon with the earthen, like that'll do. There's not going to be a raid. Well, I guess maybe they could do the third raid, be focused on the earthen, but Probably not, let's be honest. They probably have to do some, like, actual plot progression, like, after, like, the random goblin raid. And then, like, you know what? Fuck it. Who cares? It is what it is. That's how it goes. And by the way, all of the earthen stuff is really cool. The music is good. The design is good. I'm an enjoyer. I really wish that Blizzard would sell their soundtrack on, well, on any platform. But they don't. Like, for example, guys, this is not a song, right? This is Earthen Combat. It's actually 24 minutes of... I don't know what the musical term would be. It's not really remixes. It's like different arrangements of the same song, basically. And you can't buy it. It's not good. Because they don't have, like, distinct tracks. Like, right now we're listening to Earthen Combat 01, right? And also, the music is criminally good in Amirdrasil, but it doesn't exist. It's Hub Amirdrasil, right? Like, that's what it is. Or it's Raid Fire, and this is, like, the crazy one. This is, oh, man. This is Raid Nature, right, is the name of this track. Yeah. You've probably heard this in my, you know, stream starting soon thing. Man, Amirdrasil was such a banger, dude. Yeah. There you go. Dreams, Hope, Nature. Yeah, but it's, again, it's like, it's different variants, right? So if you go here, it ends, then it starts again, right? And again, you can hear it's like a variant of the first one. It's like a different arrangement. I actually kind of wish that they wouldn't do this. I wish you could have them as, like, individual tracks. You can get them out of the game, by the way. You know, there's this, like, weird program that you can use to open their archives. And that's what I have done. I actually have the entire WoW soundtrack on my computer. But again, it's not individual track names. It's just, you know, Amirdrasil Nature A, right? Amirdrasil Nature B, and so on. It's actually something I don't like. I wish they would not do it this way. Because I have the Guild Wars 2 soundtrack. I buy it whenever ArenaNet release. I buy it because I like the music in the game. And you can do this with WoW, and I have a couple of... I actually have bought the soundtrack. I have it on my phone, and I have a lot of, like, the named tracks. Like, for example, I really like A Stone's Throw, which is kind of the... it's the music that plays in the theater event, and also in some places in Dornagal as well. But you don't get everything. You don't have you don't have all the music. Especially not the music that happens in the content itself. Which I think is actually very unfortunate. Also, guys, look. This is why never, ever listen to what hardcore Andys say about retail WoW. This is a real player. Guys, look at this. This is a real player of WoW. This music transforms the Council of Dreams from a good boss fight to a masterpiece. Fighting to that music is simply awesome. By the way, based. But I think that a lot of the people who raid a lot probably wouldn't agree with that. Yeah. Oh, it's so good. Yeah. The Council of Dreams. You know, do you know the only problem with this soundtrack is that I think the music in the nature area, and actually, some of the fire music, this would be a major critique I actually have of Amirdrasil, by the way. Tindrill's theme is actually pretty good, but I actually think the music in the early part of the raid is significantly better. And Farak's music, I don't particularly like that much at all, actually. Yeah, this is the music for... oh god, why can't I remember this? Why can't I remember the boss's name, bro? I am getting old. I'm getting old. It's over. Yes, Laradar. This is the music for Lara. This is the best fire music the game has. Yeah. Very good. And then I think Smolderon is later on. Yeah, this is Smolderon, and not quite as good, I think, actually. Smolderon's alright, actually. And then Farak at the end. I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty mid. Where's Farak? Oh, I think maybe he has his, he might be in his own video, actually. Yeah, okay, yeah. The Aberrus music is very good, actually. This is Sakurath. This is Sakurath Phase 3 in particular, actually. This is P3 of Sakurath. But actually, look, I'm gonna be real with you guys, like, Sakurath has pretty good music, okay? It has pretty good music, but it's not as good. Oh, I think I'm not sure if it's actually in the Sundered Flame, actually. I think it's this one. Yeah, it is. Yeah, the best music, guys, we all fucking know the best music that Aberrus is, dude. It is Phase 3 of Echo of Neltharion. Which, I'm not gonna lie, is probably, I think it might be the best thematic fight I've done in Retail WoW so far. This is insane. Like, when this is kicking in with the fight at the same time, it's a masterpiece, guys. The Lament of the Highborn motif in Imidrisil OST, and it bothers me. I mean, I wonder if that's actually intentional. I guess Night Elves are not really the Highborn, though, right? That would be like the Sylvanas Elves after they get fucking destroyed by Arthas. But I guess it would make sense to have a parallel there. Yeah, no, the music in WoW is very good. I like it in the raids quite a lot. I really like Ura's music, though, too, actually. The music in Wing 8 is very nice. Can we go back to Dragonflight Season 2? I mean, Dragonflight is crazy good. That was such a good expansion. I don't know what WoW players would say in terms of like how they felt about Dragonflight, but that was insane. Like, boom. Well, I guess the first raid is actually a fair bit weaker than the second two, I think. Like, Vault of the Incarnates, not as good as Aberrus and Imidrisil, but like, oh man, like, Aberrus and Imidrisil, those dude, and Dawn of the Infinites, woo, wow, yeah, yeah, those patches, like, I guess, what would it be? It was like 0.1, 0.15, and 0.2, woof, that was kind of fire. Like, those patches were insanely good. Like, you know, boom, boom, boom. Yeah, I guess augmentation being added was, you know, that was a thing that did happen. Unlucky. How did the Darren's content nuke go? Wait, has Darren's dropped the nuke? Oh, he must have done, actually. I think he said he was dropping it after the stream today. Is it actually released? Oh, no, he hasn't dropped the nuke. No, content nuke, Asmongold is not out. It's not out, actually. He might be releasing it later today, though. But he has released...
Why they kicked me out of the guild? So they kicked me out of the guild because I said that I was going to be reporting people that were sending abusive comments to me and sending their communities to come and hate raid me. And what they don't understand is that meant very few people. There was like one content that we actually reported, and actually I think we brought that up to 3 now. And there were people that were actively sending their communities to attack us and talking about it live on stream.
Guys,
not just
where's the clip?
The
Guys, where's the clip?
Like, hey,
Oh, I actually managed to pause the video by slamming the desk. That actually works pretty well.
I want to start beef with this guy specifically for content. I want to attack this dude for content.
Bro.
Wait, hold on. Let me click review content to see what got struck down. It's the pirate video.
Yeah. They he like DMCA'd people, right? Didn't he? I think did he DMCA Quinn and Jokered, I think, for this stuff? Yeah, he did. Yeah. Like OnlyBag's biggest fraud has been exposed, and it's hilarious.
Here you go.
She asked Pirates to rerun it, Dire Maul, dude. I would love to, but I'm banned in this chat. I never typed anything there. And I was gonna tune in.
I'm on the list now after this. Okay, I'm definitely on the list. Yeah. Oh, it's funny. Yeah. Yeah, DMCAing, look, that is not the way to win hearts and minds. Like, it is very frowned upon to do this, by the way. It is very frowned upon to go around, like, DMCAing people to, like, try and take their content down, you know? Yeah. This is not it, okay? This really, really is not it. Like, what's really fucking mind-blowing to me is that, honestly, he could still mend this relationship. I don't think anyone actually, like, hates pirate software. Like, maybe some people do, but realistically, like, he could fix this, right? But he just chooses not to. He's not doing it. Oh, was it just reporting instead? So it's just like mass reporting then, not DMCA? And I guess that's not as bad, but it's still not good. Yeah. But we should correct the record then. DMCA would be really cancer, but it looks like it's not a copyright thing. Then YouTube guideline memes. I mean, I don't know. It's if you get engaged in this, but your content way will end, but the relationship you've started will be permanent. I hope it was worth it for you. Oh no. Quinn's a master report. I'm pretty sure Joker was DMCA. I mean, they're both shitty, but obviously it is important to draw a distinction. Like DMCA is a very shitty thing to do because it's like gonna be an abuse of the DMCA as well. But mass reporting isn't good either, so like, it's still bad. Best bruiser build that's still good in Wolfstone Zergs? Oh, Hollow. Go Hollow, Smith. Hollow. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Dude, okay. I'm losing my mind over this shit. The voice changer stuff. I don't even understand this. Like, he changed his voice. I mean, I sound different than I did 5 years ago because my speech patterns have changed. I also did fuck up my voice a little bit with Community Month. I don't understand. Like, why even deny it? It's not even, like, bad. It's not even bad. Yay, I changed my voice. I mean, who cares? Yeah, even if you did it on purpose, who cares? Like, what? I don't understand. It's whatever. It's just such a... Why die on that hill? It's such a non-issue. Who cares if he changed his voice? And, like, yeah, he speaks with a deeper tone now. It's not a big deal. Maybe he likes his voice better this way. I don't understand. It doesn't matter. It's not important. Yeah. But this is my point, though. Why make something up like that, okay? Why? Just say, yeah, I changed my voice. I mean... Whatever. Yeah, I did. I got a better microphone that sounds different. Like, you don't even have to say that you change your voice. Just say, yeah, I have a different mic. Because you do sound very different. Like, I sound different on this mic compared to my old headset mic that I had, right? It sounds totally different. You get a completely different type of quality, in the voice, and it sounds very different. And look, I'll tell you this for sure, guys. When I listen to recordings of myself on stream, it sounds a bit different to how I sound in real life, because that's just, I mean, you know, that's just how it works, right? That's just, you know, recording isn't perfect. It doesn't give you a complete representation of how you sound. It's just weird. I didn't get it. It's like he's doing it on purpose at this stage. It's intentional. Yeah. Tyler wants headset, bro. Yeah, of course he sounds different because the mic's different. Like a headset mic is going to give you a completely different type of voice quality compared to, I don't know, like a microphone like this. You have a YouTube video voice on your scripted videos? It's mostly just that I talk more carefully when I'm speaking for YouTube, or especially when I'm reporting a script. But I'll also have the microphone pretty differently. I'll be a lot closer to the microphone. Like, for example, when I record a YouTube video, I'll have the microphone, like, right in front of me, right? And I'll be very close to it, which makes it sound pretty different to when I have the microphone off to the side, and when I'm just kind of talking in a more relaxed manner. I just speak differently because I focus more on enunciation, in, you know, not kind of blurring words together and having an accurate pronunciation. So is it different? Yeah, I mean, I guess so. But yeah. But yeah, I speak differently on YouTube, obviously. In the same way that, you know, I speak differently in all sorts of different scenarios. I just really have never understood what the big deal with this is. Is that, yeah, you're telling me that, you know, you behave slightly differently in different situations and maybe communicate differently in different situations? No way. No way, dude. Incredible. New Gears tour going around, made by Nemesis. Wait, by Nemesis? And I have been seeing a lot of gear checking. I have been seeing that. You know, I would complain about, I think it's a bit weird that people are so comfortable hacking in Guild Wars 2, but I mean, I don't know. I don't even care anymore. Yeah, I don't know. It is what it is. It is what it is. Yeah, I mean, look, I do wish that ArenaNet would actually do something about this, because I know it's obviously a niche issue, but stuff like Ceres.dll, I really think it's just not a good look. I think it's very demotivating for players. I think I mean, it literally devalues the achievement, right? Look, we know that within Ceres.dll Discord, there are hundreds of people. There are potentially hundreds of people who have got all of their Ceres achievements and Ceres kills using a full hack that does your rotation for you and even dodges the mechanics for you. That's not good. Right? I do wish ArenaNet would action it. I really do. And yeah, it's only a couple of hundred of people doing this kind of thing, but it's still cringe. Wait, what is this? Okay, wait, I mean... Oh, that's, yeah, I replied. Yeah. How would that even feel good? I mean, I don't know, it's... I guess people just really like getting the title and stuff. Yeah. No, it is what it is. It's cringe. I mean, it is pretty cringe, to be honest. Like, all of the Ceres.dll stuff. Yeah, and the thing is, people even found it on the logs, right? Because it's funny, they were so brazen. Do you know what annoys me? Look, I know. Tell me if you guys feel this way too. Do you know what annoys me about cheaters? Is that they're not even good at it. Okay, like a bunch of logs got found that basically had people doing like not just like a perfect rotation, but like the exact same rotation as like everyone. Like it was like exactly the same inputs and stuff. So they couldn't even be bothered to fucking hide it, bro. It's like what is going on here? Like incompetence annoys me, guys. Okay, and incompetent cheating just like really rubs me the wrong way. They did actually update it to make it do the rotation a little bit wrong and add variance to it, so it would be, you know, like harder to detect and stuff like that. But it's like, bro, what even is this? HP number on the target bar. I'm not sure about other players actually, because that information is, I think the percentage is enough, because I don't think you need to see like absolute HP, but like seeing HP percent is relevant for execute abilities and so on. I think absolute number in PvE is really important. I definitely think that that should actually be like a core feature of the game. Yeah, you know, for example, if I target a raid boss, I should be able to see exactly how many hit points it has at any time, so that you can kind of, you know, figure out like, oh, how soon is it going to die? I think one thing that's really frustrating in particular is you don't know when a boss is going to die, because if it's at 1%, that could actually mean kind of a lot. Like, it could either be dying instantly or it could be dying in, let's say, 10 seconds, depending on the encounter. I think that isn't good, for sure. Like, that is a big problem. Time to kill Add-on will go crazy. And yeah, of course, that's doable, right? Like, that's, I mean, I think you can, wait. I mean, yeah, no, you can't do that legally, can you? Arc, I don't think Arc can do that. But, like, if you had a hack, you obviously could.
Excelsior.
Incredible. A boss should be bugged on Nexus publicly available. Yeah, but I mean, I think is this is a weird meme, right? Because I'm like really torn on this. Like, I would feel very weird about using it in Wing 8, but it's also really useful. And we don't really have a clear stance from ArenaNet on this, because seeing the absolute number is a huge advantage. And I also know, and dude, there's also this weird shit, and I've seen people upload kills, even like very good kills, of Saurus, where they've disabled all of the drops, all of the spread AoEs, except on them. That is a mega advantage, right? Because it makes it way easier to see the timing, trivial even. It makes dodging that attack completely trivial. Compared to like how it normally is. And it's like, bro, are you allowed to use that in Wing 8 CM progression? Yeesh. Like, I don't know. That's like fucking wonky as hell, no? But again, like, we have no clarity from ArenaNet on on if this stuff is legit. What about Guild Wars 2 clarity, right? Guild Wars 2 clarity is a massive advantage to use that. Are you allowed to use that? Darren uses it on stream. Enko uses it on stream. Can I use that on stream? I don't know. It's super fucking freaky, man. There's like some weird shit going on, dude. There's some weird shit going on. Yeah, Guild Wars 2 Refect is a really good example of this. Are you allowed to use Guild Wars 2 Refect? It's a massive advantage. For context, guys, maybe this... I better just show a video. I think Darren's has a YouTube video for this. But for the WoW friends, it's basically weak auras, like, you know, a simple implementation of weak auras. Look, I love to see this. I search Guild Wars 2 Darren's. What do I find? Guild Wars 2 has an embedding problem. No, my PC specs are not up to date, unfortunately. So this is Guild Wars 2 Refect. I haven't liked the video, by the way. I'm not going to. In fact, I dislike the video. GG. So basically, this is what it looks like. It's also using me in this video here. You can basically make weak auras for any effect that's visible here, as you can see. And as you can imagine, being able to track any effect on your bar is insane. This makes it so much easier to do this. And you can see that this is literally weak auras, right? You basically have an implementation of a very similar system to weak auras, right? You can even export packs and so on with all of this stuff right over here in the game. Am I allowed to use this on Wing 8 progression? I don't know. I really, really don't know. It's a huge advantage to use this. Is this legal? Dunno. And yeah, for the record, I'm almost certainly not going to risk it. Like, I'm not willing to like get my account nuked and obviously like get deleted from the partner program over something like that. But it's like, oh, it's so cringe. True, yeah, because it can show you your absolute energy number as well. Not that Spin would know, though, because he would not use such add-ons. Spin is an upstanding member of the Guild Wars 2 community. In fact, nobody in my community would ever use hacks for any reason. Nobody in my community has ever used Ceros.dll or gear check. Man, you can look, holy shit. This is so crazy though. Look at this. I mean, you can do anything, right? You can track infuse light. That's actually busted, by the way. Dude, being able to track the exact time right in infuse light. Oh, that's so good. That's such an advantage, man. God damn. No, I don't need, oh, dude, that takes me back to like making stuff like old games run without the CD. That was crazy. That was actually wild. But the issue is embedding. I mean, why not both? Why can embedding not be a problem too? I think embedding and hacking is a problem in Guild Wars. Do you guys remember, okay, like all of the wacky music that was on keygens? Okay, not that I would ever use anything like that. Ah, good times. It's from a keygen. Yeah, I think I saw you talk about this on Discord actually, relatively recently. Isn't it called like Epic Loop? Or something, or like best loop ever, I think. Got that kind of 2000s internet speak in there. Wait, where was Vortus embedding? Where was he embedding? What website? Bestever.midi. Nice. Instant Gaming, he got partner. Oh, so wait, he had like a front page thing or something? Or he got like promotion from Twitch? And yeah, that's legit though. It's a completely different thing because the Twitch front page is literally a page dedicated to basically showing people streams. So that's fine. It's actually worth noting that's really not the same as embedding. Like, Twitch front page is not the same as embedding. Because, again, the Twitch front page is a page dedicated to showing people on streams on a carousel. It wasn't Twitch. Oh, it was like a gaming, a website here. Oh, it was like a Guild Wars 2 retail. Or, like, third-party retail. Interesting. Also a grey market. Oh, is it not approved? Wait, is it approved by ArenaNet or not? It's a bit scuffed if it's not. Virus changed the Vultures, has made PC lists so I had good lessons. Yeah, I mean, I think the internet was a lot more dangerous back then to some extent anyway. Like these days I feel like it's relatively difficult to fuck up your machine by pirating stuff. I think it's kind of hard to do. But back then was the Wild West, bro. Why were the Guild Wars 2 players okay with embedding and defending embedders? Never seen that before. I think people just don't really... I think people didn't really give a shit, to be honest. Because the only damage was to small creators. So, who cares, right? And also, I do think it's because the Twitch scene, like the content creation scene, is dead as fuck. So people are like, well, why do we care about this? Like, this scene is, like, utterly dead. So, who cares? And also, I'll say this too, misinformation. Misinformation was a huge part of this, because it was basically framed that Darren's was lying about the numbers, and it was like 15 viewers embedded, when in fact it was 300. If Darren's had made a video going hard over someone on 5 to 15 viewers embedded, I agree. That would have been a little bit silly. And that's why that reaction happened. It was misinformation that was kind of propagated about this. This is like a really big one. Because, yeah, getting mad over 5, 10, 15, 20 viewers, who gives a shit? Like, that's not really the end of the world. It's still bad, by the way. It's still not ethical. But who cares? However... and this was where, like, the big part of the conflict came from. It was misinformation. Downs was right the entire time, of course. It was actually 200 to 300 viewers. This was actually confirmed in a debate that Sneb had with Valen on Rose MMOs. There's actually a clip of that. Darren's has the clip of this being confirmed. And that changes the context massively. All of a sudden, when you're getting more viewers who aren't watching your stream from an embed than 95% of people who stream in the category, now you can see why this is a problem that is actually kind of worthy of starting, of actually doing a bit of calling out here, right? And worthy of criticism. And by the way, guys, it's also very harmful in other categories as well. Like, for example, if you take a look at Final Fantasy XIV, if you're embedding 300 viewers, where would that actually put you? Let me go to 14. Final Fantasy XIV Twitch. Let me actually see where that would put you. That would literally put you rank 2 in the category right now. And I guess it's maybe not peak hours right now, to be fair. But again, all of these streamers here, so 148 viewers all the way through to, like the start of the category, all of these streamers would get fucked by someone with 300 people who aren't watching the stream. Right? So this will get you, this will get you all the way up there. 14 constantly is dead. Well, no, I mean, it's not peak now anywhere, right? So it would be a little bit unfair to judge 14 based on these numbers in the same way that it's unfair to judge Guild Wars 2 off these numbers, because, like, there's just less people streaming now. And yeah, like, so the reason why, people were like, fuck Darren's over this is because who cares? Content creation scene's dead anyway. And a big one is just misinformation. There was a huge amount of misinformation. Author number 1? Exactly, yeah. Which is just an anti-competitive practice. Because again, it's fake engagement. Right, like, and by the way, this is honestly part of a macro issue. Fake engagement is a big deal right now, guys. Like, I'm sure you've heard about how many bots are on Twitter. Twitter is, like, infested with bots. And AI even, right? There's a huge amount of AI that is just fake engagement. There's this whole thing about, like, the dead internet theory, that it's going to end up with, like, bots talking to other bots. And it's not really an analogous thing entirely, but it's in the same category. Like, fake engagement is very, very bad. You do not want to have fake engagement. Yeah. Mr. Bots wins again. Yeah. Indeed, indeed, indeed. Next-gen AI viewbots to make fake stupid memes and chat to blend in. That's true. I mean, honestly, I feel like making a Twitch chatbot is probably not that hard. People just spam random shit. I mean, like, I don't know. That's probably not that difficult. I'm not sure you need AI for that. Yeah. Oh, man. That's funny. Yeah, it's good to spam the trees, and you're good to go. I could be a bot. You wouldn't even know. I mean, yeah, that's true. Twitch layout. Oh, I'm glad you enjoy. Yeah, I like to kind of keep the minimalistic approach. You know, minimalistic approach to the stream. Keep it clean. Have a couple. I broke my sub counter and then didn't put it back. I should probably put it back so I can kind of guilt trip you guys into giving me money. Hello there, Oakenhilt. Twitchbot, because the spam is so seemingly random. In reality, it's not random. I mean, it's probably not trivial, but I reckon you can make something that would probably blend in pretty well. I don't give money to gold buyers. I mean, look, I don't buy gold, bro. I have never even done GDKP. Electric bike moped New York Street safety lithium-ion batteries. Interesting. Filling them with fast, low-cost two-wheeled vehicles. Ooh. It's better around for us? Oh, I guess they explode sometimes. Fucking hell. That's not good. Interesting. Yeah, I'll take a look at this. Felt guilty about something? Yeah, you better had feel guilty. Yeah. PvP people mad the game is so heavily power creep in PvE. The devs just nerf so much instead of making more things engaging or playable. Well, I mean, you have to de-power creep the game. They have to try to keep the power creep in check. They can't just, like, keep buffing stuff forever. But I know what you're saying. Yeah, like, nerfs never feel good, but I feel like it's got to be done. Hot tub stream with Roy? Dude, if Plenix comes to the UK, sauna stream with Plenix, okay? And all the Finns will make fun of us for being complete lightweight weaklings. Teapot Roy Plenga. Yes. Plenga indeed. I've only been in a sauna once, actually. It was after swimming in a lake. It was a very unusual experience, actually. Not really the sauna. That was just warm. But being in the lake was weird because I felt cold for the rest of the day. You know? And I guess that's because my body temperature went down a little bit, whereas normally, you know, your internal temperature doesn't really change that much. But it was in a lake in November, so it was pretty fucking cold. And yeah, I felt cold for the rest of the day, right? I didn't, you know, I felt like, you know, my bones were cold. How much a server matters these days? It doesn't really matter at all anymore. It's just EU and NA, and then that's it. Someone only went to the sauna once. Nah, that's it pretty much. I didn't really, well, I mean, there weren't really any saunas around, but no, I didn't really go for saunas. I don't really like being hot that much, actually. So I guess that's probably a reason why. I don't really like being overly warm. It's not that bad. Arrow cart. Increased boon radius from Tempest Firebrand, a bit more CC on Ellie in general, making minions stronger. Yeah, this is certainly true, but the thing is, you don't really want to make minions too strong in PvE because that leads to like pretty unhealthy gameplay. Same as in PvP and World versus World, really. There had a lot of issues with that in the past. When it comes to boon radius, that is scary in... Look, I hate to kind of lay this at the feet of competitive modes, but I kind of have to. If you fuck around too much with boon radii, it gets really spooky in competitive modes. And also, you might go, well, can't they split them? I believe that's one of the things that's kind of hard for them to split, is kind of like how big a skill is. And I think they don't really want to do that as well in PvP. They don't like to split, like, very core functionality of abilities like that cross game mode. So I hear you. I think you're right. And they absolutely should look at kind of shoring up some of these weaknesses. But I think it's actually kind of hard to do that. It's not trivial to address some of these issues because they have to consider the other game modes. Yeah. That's like the wait, it's like the the tier lists, right? Like you get different racial bonuses depending on where you spawn, like MMOs. Nerf Herald above everything else. Well, yeah, exactly. Like you have to find a balance. We take SMC. Ellie Earth Scepter? Wait, what are we talking about? What are we talking about? Also, Jester, when are you joining us? Wait, when are you joining us, bro? For Nerebar Palace Mythic? Why do you not? You could have literally free Hall of Fame, by the way. What's up with that? You're literally denying Hall of Fame Leech. You used to check genealogy. Fuck your cousin. I guess because there aren't that many people who live there. I suppose. So I guess the genetic pool is not that high. Yeah, wow. Only 400,000 people live in Iceland. That's really not that many. So I guess you don't really... I guess you just don't have that many people, though. So you got to be a little careful. You got to watch out. How many cousins separate? Does it become okay? Dude, I feel like Jester is a self-report machine, dude. Why are you asking that, bro? Why do you want to know that? Yeah. Kind of Zace. Yeah, exactly. They're just chilling out. They're just hanging. They're just gaming. Iceland made EVE Online. So that's pretty cool. And also, this is really cool. This is the kind of shit that we need to have in all MMOs. I believe there's a statue in Iceland. And it's basically the username of... I think it's the username of everyone... Oh, wait! No! My account's on this monument, I think, actually. Yes, it is! Wait, hang on. Let me check if it is. Huh. Yes, it is. Yeah, in Reykjavik. There you go, guys. The EVE Universe Monument stands as a symbol of innovation, camaraderie, and the incredible potential of virtual worlds. This monument pays homage to the massive multiplayer online game EVE Online, its dedicated player community. I am located on the upper platform of Tile 204 on this monument for EVE Online. How interesting is that? And there's a couple of these as well they've done. And I think some of them like commemorate some of the in-game battles too. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. I did hear that it got vandalized. Who the fuck does that, bro? What a... I mean, I guess I shouldn't be that surprised, but what a bunch of fucking losers, dude. Holy shit. That's crazy. Yeah. An EVE player? Yeah, I guess the EVE player base probably does have like a higher proportion than normal of that. And yeah, vandalism is PvP. WoW players. Okay, there is, guys. I have to share this incredibly fucking funny story with you guys. It's massively screwed up, but also unbelievably funny. Okay, here we go. Kill it before they get in here. Hello all, I wanted to bring awareness to a recent incident of WoW drama in the high-end PvE scene, where the guild GN displayed its predatory antics and stole a middle-of-the-pack guild's lockout in order to make some quick gold. So, what actually happened here? Basically, in World of Warcraft, for mythic raiding, there's something called a lockout. So, if you join an instance, it's like number 1,000,003, right? And you're locked, so you've killed a boss in that instance, or you join it and there's already bosses dead in it, you are locked to it. So in other words, you cannot join any other raid instance except that lockout. Make sense? Hopefully, let's continue. So basically, what happened here is that someone had a falling out, right, with a guild and got kicked or left or whatever. And they actually specifically paid a selling guild to use that lockout to kill the boss, right? Why does that matter? Well, there's a couple of reasons, actually. One, if the boss dies, then the guild that he left won't be able to kill it again. It's dead. It's dead in that instant, and they can't join it until next week. But there's more, actually. There's more. Because of the way the game works, you can do something called extending, which means you can kind of save your raid lockout and not have to re-clear, because that can be quite a time commitment, right? The bosses are still hard, so re-clearing the harder bosses, you know, it could take you a couple of hours, like depending on like how practiced you are on those certain encounters. So if you don't extend, or if you finish the boss, you'll have to re-clear everything again. And because this is like an intermediate guild, re-clearing would be a real pain in the ass. It would probably fuck them over significantly and potentially even prevent them from being able to clear the raid before the end of the season. So to be clear, guys, this was an extremely malicious and salty act by this player and a massive scumbag move by the guild for even agreeing to do this, because they could just make another lockout, right? They have ults, they can make another lockout. It's really not a big deal to do this for a selling or boosting guild. So this was very malicious from all sides here, but also, I admit it, guys, extremely funny that someone would be willing to, the fact that someone would be willing to do this is just so unhinged, right? Like this is like psychotic behavior, right? Like yeah, that's something. Yeah. Ah, that's funny. The guild then gloated about this in the video and said how they knew what was going on, proceeded with it anyway. And this is because they were close to killing it, right? The guild had they had best pulls of 16%, so they were really getting there. And they were even trying to kill it that day. So they immediately joined, right, as quick as they possibly could. They insta-joined to get it done, to deny this guild the opportunity to try and kill the boss. And yeah, that is like some next level shit. Come on, Necro, let's go. Let's kill these noobs. Oh, the red team actually has some defenders. I might have to res this guy again. Actually, I have transfusion up. It's probably fine. Dude, like, Scourge really has some sustain, huh? I don't think I can actually res right now. Oh, that sucks. Because I don't have enough barrier to go for this. I'm going to go for it now. There we go. Because I gave myself some barrier there to absorb the hit from the Signet. Splat. The WoW funeral got crashed. And that was in vanilla, right? That was crazy. Bro, that's fucked up. That is actually messed up, bro. Hold the lockout hostage by being inside if you didn't find him to boost it. I guess that's true, yeah. Yeah. So he could have griefed it, but I guess he also wanted to clear it. So he wanted to, like, you know, make fun of them and say, ah, look, you noobs, you didn't clear it, and now I've got it, and now I'm gonna deny you from getting it, I guess, getting cutting edge. Yeah. No revenge if you're not willing to go down with it. Yeah, I think that actually is the funniest type of revenge, right? The funniest type of revenge is like where, like, they screw themselves over, but they're like, you know what? I'll take that if I can bring you down with me. Oh, man, that's funny. Oh, dear, oh, dear, oh, dear. I have a rotation for that kind of shit. Well, look, okay, I've seen screenshots and videos from the old WoW Pro scene, and, well, let me tell you that. Okay, I'm glad they reformed. Okay, because holy shit, interesting. There was some wild stuff going on in Legion, guys. There was some goofy things happening in the high-end WoW scene in Legion. But it's fine. They're all reformed, guys. They're reformed now. Feels good. Incredible. It's always funny for me, because there's, most of the time during Race to Worlds First, there's usually like a little bit of Twitter drama, you know, a couple of spats, and I kind of wonder, like, what's going on here? I find it very hard to tell these days because the internet is just weird. I'm like, I wonder if these people are just kind of having fun talking shit or if they actually hate each other. It's like a fun little mini-game. Fun little mini-game to guess. Like, what's going on there? Is this real hatred or... is this like a joke? Is this a meme? Hilarious little gag. Hard to tell sometimes. But yeah. Also, pretty funny. Pretty funny post here. If a billionaire did a silent coup and usurped authority in your government, at what point does active resistance to him become ethical? It's a topical question right there, I suppose. Future of the game, Guild Wars 3? And I think Guild Wars... I think Guild Wars 3 is probably happening. When, I don't know. What that looks like, I also don't know. I mean, we don't know anything. ArenaNet. And it really depends, like, what even is that? Guild Wars 3 could easily be, like, a very early name. It might be something different entirely. We know that ArenaNet's cooking something. We know that ArenaNet's cooking something. We don't know what it is. Rift had free server transfers. One guild went around all the small servers and took all the servers just for the lols. That's fucked up, bro. Holy shit. Oh, man. That's funny. EA is cooking with the next Battlefield. I don't know about that one, bro. I'd say that's cope. Also, the stream is over. because I am going to bed, because I actually have to be up in about 10 hours. So, I need to go eat something, finish some stuff up, actually, write a couple of messages, and then sleep! So I'm done! It is time to get the hell out of here. You know what? I'm gonna raid Cyber, because I was watching his stream. I was watching his stream earlier today, and it was good content. He was lamenting how he hasn't got enough clout in OnlyFans to get into groups, and honestly, I feel that. I'm in a similar situation. I'm fucking nobody. I'm Humegalol. And he was also trying to pug in Mythic Plus, and the tank massively overpulled, didn't interrupt a single time, depleted his key mercilessly, and then left. So, honestly, the guy's a trooper. He's based. Let's do that. I will see you guys tomorrow. Yeah. And yeah, fun fact, this guy actually wanted to start a Mythic Plus team with me a while ago. Didn't really happen because I was already kind of on a team, but pretty cool gamer. I'll be back tomorrow, not Scuffed. Tomorrow, the non-Scuffed streams begin. How long that will last? Honestly, no idea, but we'll see what we can cook. Take it easy, gamers. Follow, subscribe. Come back and watch every single day. I'll see you guys tomorrow, okay? Take it easy.